So the inflation numbers are in and better than expected. Inflation has cooled down to 8.5% when the expectation was 8.7%. And any time the numbers are lower than the expectations, this is very bullish for markets, especially considering the fact that inflation last month came in at 9.1%, the highest in over 40 years. So with oil prices cooling down, real estate prices cooling down, and the inflation numbers down, the crypto market has responded very well. And the entire market is in green. Bitcoin at 24,000, Ethereum nearly at 1,900, BNB 337, Polkadot at almost $10. So did we just survive a recession? Are the markets only up from here? Well, not necessarily. There are 3 major upcoming events that you need to know about. And right now, not everyone even agrees that we're in a recession, in particular politicians, because the definition is generally identified by a fall in GDP in 2 successive quarters, which we have experienced. But like I said, not everyone agrees.
Because that's not the definition. That is not the definition.
And the reason politicians are stating that we're not in a recession is because recessions are often accompanied by a high unemployment rate. But the unemployment numbers have been pretty good lately. At the last report, unemployment came in at 3.5%. So the first event that we are waiting for is the unemployment release on September 2nd. If it comes in at 3.5% or lower, this will be very bullish for the markets. The second event that we are waiting for is the final CPI index report. That is happening on September 13th. And all of these events are going to lead up to the biggest event of them all, and that is the Fed meeting on September 21st. It is at this meeting we will find out whether the Fed will increase interest rates or decrease interest rates. Basically, to keep it simple, when interest rates are increased, this reduces borrowing, this reduces spending, this reduces money in the economy. And in the end, crypto markets tank and stock markets tank. So if they raise interest rates, this will not be good for stocks. This will not be good for crypto. And over the last few months, the Fed has been raising interest rates by record numbers. In March, 25 basis points. In May, 50 basis points. In June, 75 basis points. And again, in July, 75 basis points. And even when we saw the first 75 basis points increase back in June, that was the highest since 1994. And then right after, a month after, we raised it again. This is not good for crypto markets. So if these 3 events that we spoke about do not have a great outcome, they are going to raise interest rates again at the next meeting in September by 75 to 100 basis points. But because so far the numbers are looking good and we may see better numbers over the next few weeks, it's possible that we see the Fed raise interest rates by maybe 50 basis points, which is still very high. If we spoke about raising interest rates by 50 basis points or 75 basis points just a year ago, we'd all be freaking out. But right now, we're just looking for numbers that are better than expected. Remember, even though inflation came in at 8.5%, this is extremely high, very, very high. This is really nothing to celebrate about, but relative to what we expected it to be, it is a good sign, a sign that potentially inflation has peaked, but it's not over yet. We still have these events to wait for. And in the meantime, like we said, crypto has been doing well in the green, in particular, Ethereum. Ethereum is up 56% over the last month. And over the last few months, while inflation numbers were horrendous, Ethereum has doubled. So over the last couple months, Ethereum has been doing very well, despite high inflation numbers and high interest hikes by the Federal Reserve. But why? What's so special about Ethereum? Well, Ethereum has been running up in price in anticipation for the merge. But not only that, there may be a potential hard fork airdrop, meaning that, for example, if someone has 2 Bored Apes, they now have 4. If someone has 10 Ethereum, they now have 20. So because of this, Ethereum continues to rise, and it's likely not over. And if you want to know more about the Ethereum merge and this potential airdrop hard fork, go ahead and watch this video right here.